Teachers on the front lines, are on the front lines of spotting abuse, but with many schools closed, at least until November, local child and foster care advocates worry abuse and neglect will go unreported. Fox News' Haley Rush has more.
With kids learning outside of the classroom, most likely fewer will report child abuse.
And so right now there's no one that has eyes on these kids. So we're concerned.
Allie Roth is the president and founder of With Love, a Portland area nonprofit supporting foster parents of young kids with clothes, supplies, and resources. She says mandatory child abuse calls to DHS are down, and she worries that will continue with online schooling.
First of all, I'm a teacher by trade, and so I know firsthand how important those mandatory reporters are. So mandatory reporters are like counselors, coaches, teachers that have eyes on these kids.
Roth worries kids in need also won't have a steady schedule.
There's just these kids that are going to slip through the cracks that we can't see. And, having that routine for some of these kids of going to school and having lunch at school and having those relationships are really life-giving to them.
She says some kids are missing out on resources only schools can offer too.
When kids went to school, a lot of times they had access to various things like counselors or various things that aren't there as much right now for that extra support.
Finally, Roth says like parents everywhere, foster parents are also feeling the pressures of remote learning.
Some parents said, hey, I'll be a foster parent, but I need them to be school-aged because I'm working. Well, now all of a sudden they're like, oh my goodness, I'm a working parent and now have to do the teaching on top of that. And then on top of that, you might have lawyer visits or bio parent visits or, court cases. And so there's just so many demands on a foster parent. This is just one more that they need to show up for.
Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.
Allie Ross says when Oregon does fully reopen, there could be a surge of kids going into foster care. If you'd like more information on how to report child abuse, head to our website, kptv.com. And coming up tomorrow, we'll hear from a teacher who is also a foster parent.